Next up, my home turf, Tulsa, Oklahoma, where officers are responding to calls of an active shooter in a strip mall. This was all caught on one responding officer's body camera and multiple security cameras.
Got a guy shooting at 49th and Peoria. That's not good. Hold on. Yep.
This is the responding officer's body cam. That's the man the suspect just shot at right there.
Where is he? Where is he? Where'd he go?
The suspect is actually firing at people outside the pizza shop.
We have one subject shot in the face.
Okay, hit park, hit park. Okay.
This is a security camera from the back of the strip mall.
George 303, I'm in the alley. Where is he? People are yelling and saying that he's down that way. Where is he? Go. Hold traffic. Hold traffic. He's got a gun.
We can't see him, but the officer has a clear view of the gunman and sees that he's pointing his gun at passing vehicles. It is extremely dangerous to run across the highway with that type of traffic, but the officer needs to catch up to the gunman.
Okay, suspect is down. Stay on the ground! Stay on the ground, let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Suspect is down. Can't see his hands. I got a gun right next to him. Hey, ma'am! Ma'am, back up! Back up! There.
Just wait. Let's stop traffic.
Come this way. Don't stop. Hey, the gun's on this side of him. You got him, Lem?
You can see other officers approaching the gunman now.
I got it. You guys okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Hell to call, man.
Well,
The suspect died at the scene. 2 civilians were injured by the gunman and were briefly hospitalized before being released. After an investigation of the incident, the officer was cleared and has since returned to full duty. We're now joined by that officer, Mike Terwilliger. Mike, thank you so much for being here.
Sean.
Good to see you.
good to be here.
This one's a pretty wild, intense video to see. When you pull up to this pizza joint, this restaurant, the strip mall, what's the scene like?
Yeah, initially I pulled up on the south side and I came into contact with a victim in the parking lot there. Where is he? Where is he? Where'd he go? The guy I'm talking to is the second victim. He had a gunshot wound to the chin and it was bleeding from it. So I knew that there was urgency at this point. And as I come around the building, I could see the exodus happening from the pizza joint. Where is he? And so in this situation, there's no time for backup. You just have to quickly locate the target and stop the shooting.
When he got up on the highway, was he actually shooting at any cars, or do you know if he was pointing at any cars or anything like that?
Yeah, he was indexing cars, and it appeared to be he was shooting at them. So he was standing in the middle of the lanes, indexing cars as they came by, and it looked like he was pulling that trigger as they were coming by. And so in my mind, here we are just moving the scene up onto the highway, and now he's shooting passerbys.
All right, let's talk about the shot. You get up there to the side of the highway, and this is I-44 in Tulsa. It's 3 lanes in each direction, plus shoulders. Busy time of the day.
It is.
And without hesitation, you post your rifle up on that barrier and across 6 lanes of traffic, put a stop to the threat.
Yeah.
What's your mindset like going through something like that?
It goes back to training. Because I was coming up that hill there, I didn't know if he was making his way over to the other side or if he was coming back this way. And so I was trying to keep that concrete barrier as my cover and concealment. And so when I got up to it, there was a perfect flat spot. I realized he was across the highway. I had a great angle. You know, my backdrop was a huge stone wall back there. And when I posted up, there was nothing in my scope except him.
I mean, it's literally just a matter of 2 seconds, the time you get up there and post and stop this guy.
Yeah, it happens quick.
Why was it so important to do it at that point?
Yeah, a couple things. One was the damage already done, the shootings that had already occurred. Another thing was now he's on a highway, so more people are in trouble, whether he's shooting or not shooting. You know, he's a harm on the highway. There could be a crash and a pileup. But just on the other side of that highway is another strip mall shopping center, which is, again, full of people. And so I knew that I couldn't let him get across that highway. And so sometimes you have to do what's necessary.